Howdy, and welcome to The Lunch Table, a podcast where me and a couple friends get together to sit down and share not only life stories, but sometimes talk about interesting topics. Now, will you learn something in this podcast? I can't promise you that. Will you be entertained?
Sure.
Yeah, why not? But on
Depends
that
on
note,
how
let
much
me
you like
introduce who's
curse
around
words.
the table. First, we have a lovely special guest, a man close to my heart. The only man closer to my heart than the other guest here tonight. Well, I guess main cast member. Maybe he'll be replaced. We'll see how this goes. Kent. I said my name is Kent, not
What?
Ken. Kent. Loutzenhiser.
Hello. This
Howdy.
is my first
Kent
time
with
visiting.
a T. Stress the T.
What do we got for
Yes.
lunch?
What did I have for lunch?
No, what do we have for lunch? He says the lunch table.
It is. We'll get into that. But first, we're gonna tease them because that's how appetizers. That's why.
I love cheese sticks.
But that's the first thing you ever said to me, by the way, Ken. Kent,
There's a T on it.
there's a T, like Mr. T.
That's the same way it goes with every single conversation I ever have.
Dude.
Did you say Ken? No, I didn't fucking say Ken.
Kent.
Ken.
It's there for a reason. Use it. My name's not Knife, okay?
Kniff?
Also around the table, his smaller brother in age, bigger brother in size,
He is tall.
Drew. I never trust a fart. Loutzenhiser.
I look like Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean.
You kinda do. Dude. That. Yeah. We're not getting into that, dude. I don't know why you brought that up.
What, Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
With the whole Johnny Depp thing?
Yeah. It's just. I don't know, man. I think that's a little overrated, the Pirates of the Caribbean. The
Oh, I
first one
thought you
was
were talking
good.
about Johnny Depp getting kicked out because of the rumors that he might have struck his lady.
Oh, I don't care about that.
Oh, okay.
No.
I was really hoping you'd say Drew, our dad, wanted to have a Bigfoot, so we got him. Loutzenhiser.
The Sasquatch itself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The hair just came normally. The hair is a lot.
Well,
smaller.
ever since Sparky left, you are now the hairiest guy on the podcast.
Just on my face. And
No, he's still not the
toes.
most gorgeous there.
Talking about the most gorgeous. It's now time to introduce your host with the most.
Carl, I've got the biggest balls of them all, Jones.
I do have the biggest balls of them all, but a tiny pecker.
I couldn't go with I've got more testosterone than both of you, Jones, or I've got bigger balls than y'all's.
I
Yeah,
got
that
bigger balls than
Pennsylvania-
y'all's. That
yeah,
sounds like a
Pennsylvania
name
hip
of a
talk.
yeehaw truck.
I mean,
I was gonna say you could tell that he's still stuck in Pennsylvania.
just for you.
Carl Jones. Even though you already said it, I wanted to say it. Let's get into it. So, like we said, this week we have a special guest, Ken.
My little brother.
Widow
not
in
your
size.
Little
Oh,
in
you-
size.
I
Yeah,
used to be
always
your
joke.
bigger brother.
Yeah. Yeah, at
Much
one
bigger
point.
brother.
So, would you like to explain to the people, I guess, how you know us?
Oh, well, Drew's my brother. That's pretty simple.
Yeah, that is pretty
You and I go invisible from time to time. Camouflage. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, like, we've known each other for a while. I mean, you were there through it all. You helped us
was
get
hiding
some
for
things,
most.
maybe.
What are you talking about? I was hiding for most of it.
Yeah, you were. You were always that mysterious brother in the basement.
I mean, I had an upstairs room for a while.
I don't know if I was there for that. I think Drew had that. No.
Yeah, he
We
stole
turned
my
it
room
into
at
a
some
sound
point
recording.
Yeah,
after
you
I
did.
moved out.
Yeah, once you moved
Yeah.
out. Yeah, until then we had that small little room.
That's now
Little
my mom's
corner.
giant closet.
That's Drew's room now. The little one in the basement.
Yeah. The one in the basement is now mine whenever I come to visit.
Don't bring a black light in there.
No, you didn't want one when I was done with it.
And then I just added to it.
Oh man. Oh, yeah, dude.
You ever seen like when stalagmites happen when they occur? There's
don't
like
want
this
this
one
train of
wall
thought
that
to
is just
continue.
like stalagmited.
Oh, God.
We're pretty
There used
sure
to be a
there's
hole in that wall. There's not now.
Homemade cement.
Homemade cement. Daddy, I made some homemade cement.
I mean, you gotta mix it.
You know how they make that? My knowledge is that higher than yours. So, any hoozle. How was it having Drew as a little brother?
It was fucking horrendous.
I bet, dude. He's already embarrassing.
I
Like
know, right?
taking him out in public, you gotta watch where you take him.
He was the little version of me when I was annoying. So he'd run up and he'd have to be right. And he'd tell you you're wrong. He'd sneak up to you when you were sitting on the chair, run up, smack you on the back of the head, and take off and run.
That's
Go in-
my favorite
you
thing
go
because
into
there
his
was a
room.
recliner chair.
You go
Smack
into his
him.
room to find something of yours that you're missing. Find 6 other things he took.
Jeez.
Find some broken safes.
I
All right,
liked
ask him
your
about the
stuff.
safes.
I liked your stuff more than I liked my stuff.
Why were you a thief though?
Because I liked their stuff.
Why didn't you trade?
I didn't have anything.
We wouldn't even trade him in Pokemon. Let him trade our regular stuff.
Yeah, that's the reason why I had to grow up with a Graveler, a Kadabra, and a Machoke, because motherfuckers wouldn't trade for me.
Don't
Dude.
forget your hunter.
Yeah, my absolutely most favorite Pokemon of all time, Gengar,
boy.
and they wouldn't fucking trade with me. So I had to go through 8 generations of never getting a Gengar.
You know, it took me 4 years to find the deck that you stole from me for Magic.
And that's why I like Magic now. It's all came around full circle.
Right. 4 years.
years.
What deck was
4
it?
years. It was the black and blue, the one he called the Bruise deck.
Ooh, I like playing that deck too.
I know, right?
That's a fun one.
I should remake that one.
See, he still thinks he can do it better than you.
Yeah, and he still did it
I
wrong.
know I can do it better than him. He's been out of the game for too long.
Oh.
Been out of the Magic game, what, going on 3-4 years now?
Something like that. Made some money out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still
Yeah,
got my
if
angels.
I was to build
That's all
an
I need.
angel deck, I'd have to grace him with his input.
You
I-
can't have my angels. They're just mine.
I also have angels.
Yeah, but I have a binder of angels.
Oh, okay, whatever. Hurt me
Ain't no
like
deck.
that. I was trying to bond with you, but if you're gonna
Yeah.
flex on me like that,
But you can have a hug anytime you want. We ain't got a bond.
ooh, I want to call you James, and bond.
Oh, that was
Ooh.
slick.
Yeah, you like that?
God, I wish you were buying me a drink right now. Damn.
Oh man, it's getting heated. Oh, I need
You
a
know,
fan.
it never works out for Bond girls. Like 60% of the time, they die.
Not this one. This one's gonna make it to the sequel, then die.
So I get 2 shows?
Yeah, you too. I would not be James Bond. If anything, I'd be Austin Powers. Yeah, baby, yeah.
Couldn't deal with
Do you have
his
that little
fucked up
bottle of
teeth.
Mojo?
Let
fucked
it
up
get
teeth.
stolen. Dude, so do you remember wasn't that a Halloween party we went to that you invited us to when we were older?
Details, Kent.
Yeah.
We drank. We had a good time. You know, I mean, what else do you want?
Details.
I turned somebody down. You picked them up. What else do you want?
What else? I remember us doing karaoke.
I remember nothing.
I remember nothing. I remember somebody eating a bunch of pumpkin rolls.
That was not me. I don't like pumpkin rolls. That must have been Drew.
I don't like pumpkin either.
Look,
That
let
was
me
me.
redirect you from this Halloween to a different Halloween.
Ooh.
To where Drew had multicolor vomit.
I like that Halloween. This is the white. The White House. Wait, was a house? Just do your stuff.
I don't know. Drew made the whole damn thing yellow with his picture art on the wall.
Do it.
That was
Tell the story.
That was at D's.
Oh, this man got drunk and kept eating and kept eating. And he thought it'd be smart to have some beer bread on top of it all. And then he was going for shot for the drunkest man I've ever known in my life. He spent his life 24/7 drunk. They decide, let's go to my house. You know, a couple roads over. They're both fucking shit-faced. They get there. I get a call in about 20 minutes. Hey, you need to fucking come get your brother. What? Now. Okay. Drive over with like 4 different people because I'm drinking too. I get there and boy's sitting outside of the house. He goes, your brother's passed out inside. There's cleaning shit in the house. I'm like, oh no. Oh no.
Oh, please, no.
Oh no. I walk in. Nothing. I smell it though when I get to the next room. Got wood floor, yeah, right, nice and clear, and then you just see this puddle. Not only from this puddle, then you start to see a trail that curved around in a beautiful J section. All the way to where Drew was laying on this couch, a mouth perched over the edge into this nice puddle. And I'm like, what the fuck? The buffalo chicken got the better of him, man. The buffalo chicken, the beer bread, and all the delicious food we had. And I had to spend the next hour cleaning it up and dragging his ass outside, slapping him down. Eventually he tells me about how he wrote on our buddy's wall while he was peeing. And we get him back to the house, right? And he had vomit all down his shirt. Nice orange, bright color. I want to say it was either an orange or a green shirt. I can't remember. It might have been that baby blue tuxedo shirt.
Yeah, that was it.
But, yeah. He
Not
just
the
had
tuxedo shirt.
I know. He just had that nice, beautiful streak of vomit. He's like, oh, man, what do I do? And I reached over and I grabbed both of his zippers and I zipped it up and I said, go to sleep.
I had my like $70 Oregon State hoodie that was like 2 or 3 months old at that time.
It was
And
dark
he
green with
zips
bright
it.
bright green interior.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I couldn't take it, man. I spent an hour cleaning up after you, and I was like, I ain't doing your shirt. Let's go.
Oh yeah, screw it. I mean, dude, he's got to have consequences.
Fun fact, I woke up on the floor at the first house we were at, face down,
You didn't vomit there.
still covered in my puke underneath.
Yeah, but you didn't vomit there, which was nice.
Yeah, there was nothing left.
Well, I can't judge you too hard. I vomited in many places I shouldn't have. I've also
Gotta tell
peed
you.
in places I shouldn't have.
I mean, haven't
I
we all?
watered that guy's flowers and painted his white trailer yellow.
It's
It
sterile.
wasn't a trailer. It was a beautiful house.
Yeah, that was a really
trailer.
nice house. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
He had the
I
wooden
remember
floors on
him
the one
saying
side,
it was
goes
like
upstairs.
all white and nice. See? And then
It was
you
the
puked
computer
all
at his
over it.
house that sucked.
And then the year after that, you snotted all over me.
Oh, yeah, well, I got more drunk than you.
That's how it goes.
I had to behave the year after that, so they would invite me back.
Those, I had to make prom. Dude, do you remember the one prank me and you did, Drew, where I put peanut butter in almost like all those plates? What was it, Nutella?
I just talked about that.
Talking about not getting invited back to places.
I heard
So
it turned
what-
out like glue between the bowls.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Let me go into a small story here. We were at one of our friends' house that we grew up and went to high school with and everything. She eventually moved down to Pittsburgh, and she invited us down for her housewarming party. And we were drinking quite a bit, and about halfway through the night, she goes, hey, I'm going to go to bed. She goes, I'm not feeling too good. She takes us into the kitchen and says, you can have anything you want in the pantry, but stay out of the cupboards. And we went, okay, cool. Fucking thing was stocked, man. We made 10 different flavors of ramen all in one pack. Awesome.
yeah.
But then one of the things that we grabbed was a thing of peanut butter. It was all natural peanut butter.
Nutella.
And one of the ones that had the oil in it, no, it was peanut butter.
Oh, was it?
It had the oil in it that you have to like mix in.
Oh,
And CJ opens it up and goes, "Oh, this is bad." Wow. We didn't know about it that time. So he takes it and goes and puts it off to the side. A little later, he goes into the cupboards, which we weren't supposed to do. And he grabs a set of nesting mixing bowls. There must have been like 8 of them all together.
Yeah, like them
Smaller
Russian
as they went in.
dolls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he takes this peanut butter and doesn't even mix it in, just pours it in these bowls. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, but it was hilarious at the time. He pours it in and doesn't even mix it in, nothing, and then puts it back up on the shelf. Like 2 days later, I get a message from this girl that says, "Your friend CJ is dead." And I was like, "What? Why?" "The bowls, asshole." I was like, "Oh no." She goes, "Yeah, we didn't find him until this morning, and by that time it was like concrete, and we had to use a chisel to chip out the bowls one by one. It took like 3 hours."
I bet they could have reheated them. I bet hot water would have worked.
Yeah, probably.
So, I mean, that's their fault. So, yeah, I mean, I've definitely done dumb stuff. So, we can't get mad at you for puking everywhere.
Oh, Kent did. He was not a happy camper with me the next morning.
Well,
Neither was the guy's house I was at. It was definitely different colored.
CJ was a happy polished boy.
I was. You know, all I can say is the big ladies try.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. And what's good enough for Kent is good enough for me.
Well, you know. Good
You're a
enough one
player.
time, not the next.
There's
Good enough the one time.
so
not the
much to
next.
decompress there, and I don't think we can do that in 45 minutes.
But talking about all these fun drinking stories and all that, I thought it would be fun to actually get into what I packed for lunch today, Kent.
Oh, hit me.
Ooh. So I thought we'd talk about addiction. Right? And what exactly is addiction? Is it just a physical body want? Or, like, because, like, what's the difference between addiction and a habit?
Habit's more underlying. You just do it because you've done it, not because you need it. Addiction can be the mental or physical, you know?
Okay.
It can be, I need this cigarette. You know how people go out and they go out for that cigarette every hour on the hour?
Yeah.
They don't need it. They just really want it.
Okay, so being the Google man that I am, a habit is referred as a recurrent, often unconscious pattern of behavior that is acquired through frequent repetition.
I believe I
Doing it
said
again
that
and
in plain
again.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
An addiction is a brain disorder characterized by compulsive engagement in rewarding stimuli despite adverse consequences.
Ah. So basically it's an addiction when it's something bad. Like a negative effect. Because if I'd still trigger my brain to receive a treat, like working out basically does that, right? It releases dopamine into the brain.
Yeah,
Is
but it's
that-
got to be something. You got to be happy that you worked out for that to kind of trigger.
Yeah.
Like your body still gets a little bit, but if you want that hit from it being good, you got to know you need it and you got to go after it.
Well,
Right.
addiction
I don't
is
feel good
like,
at all after exercise, and I don't get that hit of dopamine that makes me happy that I did it.
No, I do. I get like real amped up. And I get real amped up and ready to do my thing. Okay. Yeah.
Common
My
drug
mom's
and
all
behavioral
drunk.
addictions.
Yeah. My mom's running in here all drunk. Okay. Okay.
Such a lovely lady.
Yeah.
Common examples of addiction: alcoholism, marijuana addiction, amphetamine, cocaine, nicotine, opioids, food, chocolate, video games, gambling, and sex.
Let's be honest, all of us have a lovely nicotine addiction.
Oh, amen. Amen. Well, and there's something to be said because, like, dude,
Morphin time!
I missed it. I missed it.
We even practiced that.
We didn't.
Yeah, if you want to get down to the nuts and bolts of some kind of addiction, people always say that marijuana doesn't have it. But there are people that, yeah, right. But there are people that I know that refuse to make it through their day without multiple takes of it. Yeah, hits, takes, whatever,
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
I don't think they're addicted to the actual substance. They're addicted to the high that they're getting.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no physical dependency, like, if I don't get this drug, my body's gonna, like, die. But there is something to be said that they need the release so bad, or they just don't want to be on this realm so bad that they need the escape.
I have a small off-the-wall theory here. Is using the bathroom an addiction? You are physically hurting if you do not partake. You get a release, a good feeling when it happens. You constantly do it.
Okay.
Is that an addiction?
No, because the last statement in your addiction proof was generally something bad. It is not bad to have a bodily function. Like, there is no bad case of relieving yourself.
Okay,
right. I know you're going to say
it just said
oh my God, I
about
crap my
sexual
pants or whatever.
addiction.
But, like, relieving yourself is a necessary thing. It's not something that you're choosing or you have the option to do.
So, blowing some baby gravy is a bodily function. That's okay?
Oh,
No.
That's relieving yourself.
Wait a minute.
No.
I just read a Reddit story
Uh-oh.
about someone who had to go to the emergency room because he was having so much pain when he was a teenager. He got a prescription from the emergency room doctor that said he needed to get off because he was backed up.
I think
like
there's
deathly or just like a discomfort?
No, like he was in pain for weeks.
Yeah, for weeks. For weeks. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
man.
some blue balls.
I was gonna say
he said that he wasn't.
Swimmers turned to frogs.
The story said he wasn't doing those things. So like this was his body being like, "Hey, do it.
Find something and do it." Do you think he could bounce on him like Grandy in South Park?
Oh my lord, maybe. Microwave your nuts.
I also know there's cases where, like, I think the head of the penis can get hard, and that's one of the things to do for it. It's like masturbate for some reason.
I'm gonna need a reference source for this one.
Or not just believe it and masturbate. Just believe it and masturbate.
I see Mr. Google at work.
Let's see. Yeah,
Well,
that
no,
is
no,
true. You know what? Google it. Get on the list. Join another
Wish is
one.
my command.
This
You get 3 more or 2 more.
Is Phil
right.
looking?
This is why we joke about Phil, the FBI agent, right here, because we like to
Trying
look
to
up
find a way to
hard
word this.
helmets and ejaculating.
Can't find a way to word this.
Hope you're using incognito
There is
mode.
no dude.
I wasn't, but thank you.
You just gotta word it. Why do you go in incognito
head
mode?
of penis disorder?
So when Morgan's looking at his history later, it doesn't come up.
That's the best. I love it. I can't wait till someone looks at my history.
Oh dear lord.
Penis disorders. Might take a while, boys. First sentence is, what is the penis? Thank you. Went to health class. All right.
Oh, that's what that thing's called? Oh, I thought that was called my man rope.
Thought you said it was small. Where you get a rope out of it?
If you don't, shh. My penis is small. Don't talk about it.
Okay.
But
Not part of that Loutzenhiser family, huh?
Oh my Jesus! Listen to this one.
Oh, no.
Retrograde ejaculation. At orgasm, the ejaculate is forced back into the bladder rather than going through the end of the penis.
Yep.
Jesus!
shaking your head like you've been through it, dude. Ken's over there like, oh yeah, I've heard this before. I've had it happen.
I don't know about all that, but I've definitely heard about it.
How?
I read a lot. What do you want from me?
Under the focus of penile cancer is schmegma. Oily secretion from the skin. Schmegma. Yeah, I can't find that. I'm not going to spend any more time on that.
Yeah, don't spend any more time on it, but that's hilarious. And it's not, because those are very serious and dangerous, but it's hilarious.
The thing that I was looking up at that current time is how we were talking about how weed can be addicting and everything like that. Funny enough, there is a Wikipedia link for weed addiction. It's also known as cannabis use disorder.
Well, I think that's just as addictive as like calling a sex line. What's the difference between those two things? You know, because there's no physical dependency on a sex line. My body's not going to die if it doesn't have it, but like obviously I'm trying to get some release and escape for it, and it's causing some negative effect.
What is your favorite sex line, CJ, since you're talking about it?
1-800 titties.
Just straight up.
Are
you counting?
How many T's is that?
As many as you need.
No, that actually works. That's titties is 7. 1-800 titties works.
I knew that.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, I worked it out. Sometimes boys' coincidences are great.
1-800 sex with 5 X's.
Damn. But like, what do you think this thing is in our brain that like that always needs this addiction? Because you even see it in different species. Like, it's not just in humans. It's not just inherent to us, but there's many other things, even intelligent life that loves to get high.
I think dolphins are the ones that they punch pufferfish to get high.
Yep.
And they're also like, I don't know if it's the only ones, but they also have sex for enjoyment more than just reproduction.
Yeah, they're not the...
I don't know anymore.
So by that terms, is that based on how big your brain is?
But don't you know?
I don't know. I think, don't sea turtles get high off of jellyfish?
Yeah, I'm going to find out for you.
And koala bears, I know, are stoned all the time. Koala bears eat those leaves just to be stoned. All day, every day. So, like, it's always amazed me that, like, how natural an addiction is. Why is
apparently, CJ, this is crazy. Sea turtles have cannabinoid receptors, so they can get high from cannabis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I could get high with a turtle?
You're right.
That's why the guy from Finding Nemo is blown.
Oh, my God.
Totally, dude.
Totally, dude. We figured it out. Disney.
Well, that's the same reason why, like, when you blow bong hits into your dog, that your dog stays high for, its entire lifetime or a very long time, because they don't have cannabis receptors to deal with that. Right?
Oh, apparently eating the jellyfish transforms the poison into something more pleasant. It's the same sensation people feel when they get high.
Why don't we why don't we eat jellyfish?
Because they fuck us up.
That's turtleowner.com, by the way.
Turtleowner.com. But, so, like, why is it so natural for our bodies to need a dependency that's not good for it?
It all relates to all the different chemicals. You got dopamine, serotonin. Those are, like, the main love and happy drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things that make you feel good.
Yeah, but
So
I
what
mean,
is
you
it?
can get those other ways too.
Yeah,
and
but
shortly.
I mean, you get them and you get them quickly, but you don't get that blast like you get off of a hit of whatever people want to take.
Very
It's
true.
just right in your face.
Boom. Whatever your choice of drug is. Yeah, but I mean, I guess the same people that get that off of a drug would get the same rush betting or something in high stakes.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't understand why people take depressants in general. Like, I understand uppers, like cocaine or fucking even gambling for that instance. Like, it gives you that rush, it gives you that thing. But with downers, your mind gets
It shuts up.
leveled. Why? Why would you want to do that?
At this point, you might as well say, why wouldn't you want to drink alcohol?
I like drinking alcohol with other people. I've had the same case of beer in my fridge for the last 10 months because nobody's been over here to drink it with me.
So
I do it for socially.
Did he cut out for you?
Yeah.
I do it socially.
Yeah, I'm a social drinker, and anymore I don't choose to get drunk. That's not a good drug for me of choice. I'm a very aggressive person in general. When you get me drunk, it's hard to hold back.
I know, I've spent a few good times with you.
Yeah.
I do it specifically because of social things.
Well, I'm not even picking on anybody in particular for alcohol, but you say, why do people take a downer?
depressant.
Alcohol is what? Barbiturates, which is a downer?
A downer.
Yeah, but out of a given beer to a Four Loko, I would rather do the Four Loko. Between a screwdriver and a Red Bull and vodka, I'd rather do a Red Bull and vodka. I enjoy the extra caffeine involved with extra things instead of just the downer.
Yeah,
you
but
would
the
still
caffeine
drink.
is just going to pump your heart and then push the alcohol through faster. So wouldn't it just increase the depressant?
See, alcohol never has had that effect on me to have it lower me down. I would assume that it's the way that I perceive it, but
Well,
I'm
then maybe
assuming
that
that it-
answers your question.
I'm willing to bet it does pull you down, but the inhibitions we grew up with, since they are pushed so far back, you see this balance between you.
or maybe that's the fact of why I don't like drinking by myself, because I rely on the other people to have fun with, and then that drives everything.
Well,
I'll
and
tell
I
you,
think
I
it's,
do a...
Oop,
No, you
ahead.
go.
Oh, I think it's negative when they really call it like liquid courage too. Like, here, drink this because you won't have the balls unless you don't. Well, no, there's many ways to gain courage. You don't need to chug this shit, you know.
Some of us are a little shy, and we need that liquid courage, sir.
Well, that's true.
Like you said, to turn off their brain from overthinking.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
in
maybe
response to drinking alone, by the way, I cannot say that I appreciate anything more than coming home and having Guinness. Just one Guinness sitting down. It's amazing.
yeah, I like to really hot days, really hot days, especially I work outside. I like to come home, have a beer, dude, just one beer. I don't want to get drunk, but I enjoy the taste of it.
Guinness, yeah. The regular beer is not for me.
Well, Guinness is the best beer.
Coors Light.
That's when I want to get drunk. I drink that crap.
I like icy light mango. If you're ever out on the beach, it just tastes like a mango.
Yeah, you talk about mango, and I am covered with mango stuff.
There you
Mango
go.
here, mango here.
Drew doesn't like mangoes.
I don't like coconut, pineapple, peach, or banana flavored things either.
I know.
You had watermelon in that list, and I'm joining you.
Oh, I love watermelon though.
Ooh. Well, you gotta like one of them.
I like
You just gotta
strawberries.
like that one a lot.
Strawberries.
Speaking of like nicotine addiction, one day I was at CJ's house and he handed me I asked him for a thing of dip, and he handed me something, and I didn't even look at it, but I opened it up and smelled it instinctively, knew that it was peach, closed it back up and said, "I'll do without."
He did. I think it was like some cheap Timberwolf or something. But
You know what, though? You get to that point when you're so far down away from having your last addiction hit, you'll be like, all right, give me that peach. It will happen.
oh, eventually, dude. There's times where I've taken old dried up cans and I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be good. It's gonna be nasty, and just put them all together.
Look, when I was here, I'll give you the worst example. When I was a smoker, a buddy of mine, I was staying at his house. We had no money, right?
Yeah.
None. We went to the mall, grabbed all the cigarette butts out of the bins, and rolled our own cigarettes. It was a fucking nasty.
Oh, I
It worked.
hated smoking half a cigarette and putting it in my own pack.
Gets bad, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. When you hit rock bottom, that's what I find
Find
funny.
out how
When
low
you
you'll
hit,
fucking go.
you find how to get your fix. That's the funny thing about rock bottom. You find a way. But the thing is, people tell you, well, if you didn't spend your money on that fix, then you have more money for other stuff. But it's like, this thing is the only thing releasing happiness in my life right now to keep me going. So if I take this away.
Oh, that morning coffee. How many people could not live without their morning coffee?
How many times do you hear that? Oh,
I'm one of them.
Don't talk to me before my morning coffee. I'm a dick before my morning coffee.
I used to tell people when I smoked, and people would always like wonder why I smoked or did whatever, the people that were non-smokers. And I said, this is literally the only reason that I am not ripping your head off right now.
That's yet another...
Just a release.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's yet another defense that people with an addiction have. I'm protecting you.
Yeah.
I've used it before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's gaslighting, in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, that's absolutely gaslighting.
How about addictive personalities? That's a different kind of twist on addiction.
Yeah, what exactly do they mean by that? I was always confused by that because, like, everyone's addicted to a lot of stuff, like sugar and all that, whatever. But like you said, so what exactly is an addictive personality? Is it just he does one thing, or is it someone where it's like he loves the farm too much that he's going to damage himself?
All right, I'm going to read you straight from Wikipedia. There's going to be a...
Before you do that, let me throw in what I think. I think it's somebody that is able to pick something up, addiction-wise, faster than normal people.
Yeah, that's basically the cut down of this. An addictive personality refers to a hypothesized set of personality traits that make an individual predisposed to developing addictions. Basically, as you said in plain English, easier to pick up addictions.
Dang.
So they're not, like, focused on one thing either. Like, say, us with nicotine or caffeine to a smaller extent, or sex to whatever extent. Like, everything that they would do, they would go balls to the walls, it seems.
Seems like it.
So they're the type of person that, well, shit, maybe I'm an addictive personality.
They're the kind of person that would get hit a Coke and then go out and drive a really fast car at stupid speeds.
Oh, I would, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, or like mixing a combination of things. Like, because you took a hit of cocaine once, now you want to do meth. And because you did meth a week ago, now you want to do heroin.
Oh, no, I'm not that bad. I don't need to rush that bad.
I think they travel through the chain faster than
But I'm going to tell you, if you get my system all amped up, would I be willing to drive a car fast? Yes. I mean,
if it has fifth gear.
Oh yeah, if it has fifth gear. If not, then... But I mean, on an average day, no, I drive my car very like grandma-ish. Even though it's
too expensive to fix. If
you got a beautiful car. I would baby the shit out of that thing.
Oh, thank you. Mm-hmm. I got that thing for a steal, man. That's the only reason I got it. $10,000.
You didn't drive Dano's Bronco like a grandma.
No, well, that's not my car.
It's true.
And that thing had no floor to it. What am I going to do to it?
You took it through the woods, took off a mirror.
Oh, dude, I think he did. Did I or did he?
Somebody took off a mirror.
Yeah. I was going to say, it was standard.
And again, we were drinking.
See, I don't think I drove it because it was manual at the time, and I couldn't drive a manual at that time.
Oh, you drove it.
Okay.
I know you drove it.
CJ, did you ever hear about my buddy Mike and Matt, what they did to Matt's car?
No.
There's a place called Haunt Hill out in Hermitage area.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So Matt's car was about to get repoed. Right?
Okay.
He was so far behind on his payments. So he
Yeah.
let Mike drive it to go just fuck it up. They took it up over this hill, jumped it, flipped it, and walked away.
Wow.
Yeah.
What, did he claim it on insurance or something?
No, he's like, they're taking the car back. I'm done with it. I don't even give a fuck.
What a dick.
Well,
What's his credit like?
I have no idea. He's not, I don't know.
Is he doing
He's
well?
He's had an interesting life recently. I don't know if it's my business to go into it.
No. That's if he wants to talk about it, he can talk about it. Understood. But that's interesting. That's an interesting take on life. I wish I had the balls to do that.
Right?
Just as
Like, what are they going to do? They were already taking the car.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I assume that they could double sue you, maybe? I don't know. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, I would assume insurance already paid him.
Oh, he didn't need the insurance. He was just, boop, done. Walked away.
No, I mean the car company. The insurance probably already paid the loan company, especially if they're going to repo it. You know,
I never got that far into it with him. I was basically at their house, well, at the one friend's house when they came back. I was
That's
like, what the fuck's
awesome.
the car? Like, don't know.
We flipped it.
Well, we know, but don't worry about it.
Dude, so, like, after my truck got wrecked, I had this big thing because the guy who hit me didn't have insurance when he hit me. Then he bought it before the cops got there. And the cops took such a long time that actually it was good by the time they got there. So it took a while, right?
Nice.
Right.
Food
That's
for
where I
thought.
found out you always say you don't know, you think someone's injured. Always. Because then they get their lickety split. Right? I don't know. I think someone may be injured. If not, you'll be low on their priority list.
Damn.
So, anyways, the insurance told me, hey, it's totaled, whatever. And I'm like, so I can stop making payments on my truck? And they're like, yeah, you can stop making payments on my truck. Okay. Things in the junkyard anyways. Right? Well, here, a couple months later, I get this knock on the door, and there's people there to repo my truck because I haven't made the payments. And I'm like,
Go ahead.
I was like, go ahead. It's in this junkyard if you want to go take it. But that was a whole problem. Then I had to call back, and then the insurance was still fighting with them, and then it made me look bad, and my credit was suffering because there's people saying my car's getting repoed.
Did you immediately switch insurance companies?
Yes. Yes.
That's another fight for another time.
It's the same company that tried to tell me riding a motorcycle for 4 years doesn't count as having auto insurance.
What?
Yeah, I'm a bit confused there.
Yeah, so like auto insurance for your car,
Uh-huh.
right? Since I didn't have a car and I rode my motorcycle for just 4 years straight, when I went to get another car, they're like, you have actually not had insurance for over 4 years. That's going to make your charges go up. Because you had such
Did
a big
you not
lapse.
have insurance?
Because
Did
I
you
didn't.
not have insurance for your bike?
No, I did. The bike doesn't count, though.
Oh, okay.
So, like, motorcycle insurance, I guess, is not the same as auto insurance.
Yeah, it's one of those fun things.
And
most
even
people
though
have
it's
one of
harder to
both.
ride a bike in all the weather that I've rode it in, and still not gotten to a wreck, they give me no extra credit.
How many times have you put your bike down? Any bike. How many times have you ever put one down?
Never.
Never?
Mm-mm.
How many times has it fallen?
Fallen? Once, when I was changing the back tire, the way I had it up, I did the straps kind of all janky, and then the straps came out. But, dude, the bike's real light. The bike's, like, only a couple 100 pounds. It's like, it'd be nothing to lift it up off the ground and stuff. Yeah, never. I'm lucky. And that's why you got to stop riding when you can, because it's not if you fall but when. And, dude, to be honest, I loved it. That was kind of an addiction for a while, just riding a motorcycle. That thing was like flying. And then you
I
just
missed
hit.
you in your leathers. I missed you in your leathers on that bike.
Oh, yeah. You liked my leathers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I enjoyed it. Do you remember when Drew rode on the back?
No, please tell me all about
Oh my god, it was great. So this is before I had my 600. It was a little 250, that little red Honda. I'm not sure if you remember that red bike I had.
I just remember the blue one, honestly.
Okay, so it's smaller than the blue one. Same kind of shape, but imagine smaller than the blue one, right? I pull up, and Drew's like, I want to ride. Now, we all know, you know how big Drew is. Drew ain't a small man. The bike probably weighs, I want to say like 400 pounds at most, right? That's it. That's all this bike weighs. Probably less. Drew's...
You and I together weighed more than
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Drew sat on the back, right, to get on, and I had to put all my weight to the front to make sure this thing wasn't lifting. Right? It wanted to wheelie. And Drew's hugging me so freaking tight. Scared,
Was he leaning
dude.
on you?
Oh,
Was he
dude,
like,
his nails were digging into me. They were hurting me, right? And we're going down the road, and the bike's just shaking, right? It's just going and shaking because the front tire keeps trying to come off the ground, and I'm giving it a little gas, and Drew goes, "How fast we going? Stop going so fast! How fast we going? Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! We're going too fast!" And I'm like, Drew, we're going 20.
20 miles an hour.
20 miles an hour. I was like, let's turn around. And I'm pretty sure he had to get off the bike so we can turn it around to get back.
I've got a baby bike story for you.
Okay.
When I went down to Arkansas to visit a buddy of mine, they were basically a whole family that rode motorcycles. And this big dude, you know, he had the big long fingernail, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Big beard, big hair.
Yeah.
A big old guy. His
Yep.
nice wife, a little smaller, and then the son that we were hanging out with. We went out for a ride. My other buddy was riding the mom's bike. I was sitting bitch on this giant Goldwing. So I was hugging up on this dude with his little finger, you know, doing his all stuff.
All right.
And
His
we
little
pull up
finger tickling you.
we pulled up to this traffic light, and my buddy pulls up next to us. And the bike that he's riding on for the wife is just this pretty gorgeous, like low riding, I think sports bike, speeder
Sportster?
bike, Sportster. That's the one. It was just covered in butterflies.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah.
This lovely van of a Spanish family just comes up, rolled down all the windows, started pointing at the butterflies, just giggling their asses off. And then they look over and they see me hugging this dude while I'm just riding bitch on this Goldwing, and they fucking bust up laughing and take off. We were on there for a good 4 hours. We went for a ride.
How
man.
smooth was that Goldwing?
Oh, it was just the most of comfort. So
Dude.
good.
Yeah. Those are if you're going to get a touring bike, I know everyone wants their Harleys, but that's the bike to get.
I also have a motorcycle story, but this one is about CJ. Since it kind of went a little funny on me. We were at my house in Youngstown, and we were sitting there drinking one day, and CJ was already there. He had parked his bike in the back, and I go into the kitchen to go grab something, and CJ and 2 or 3 other people are in the living room, and just then I see one of my roommates pull up, and I'm like, I'm gonna fuck with CJ. So the roommate comes in, and I was like, hey, just to let you know, CJ is going to fucking jump at you. He's going to try and beat the shit out of you. He goes, why? What did I do? I was like, no. I'm going to tell him something. It's a lie, but you just got to go along with it. He goes, okay. So him and I walk back into the living room, and I take a look at CJ, and in the most somber face I can, I say, CJ, I know you're going to be mad. I was like, but Josh normally parks where you parked, and he didn't know that your bike was there, and he ran into it and busted some pieces off. Suji goes, what? Fucking jumps up towards Josh, ready to like kill him. I have to hold CJ back, and he's like, we're gonna go check it out right now. You better get your fucking insurance ready, because this is gonna fucking happen. We're gonna fucking mess with this shit right now, and if I can't get it fixed, then I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Fucking CJ trudges off to the fucking kitchen and opens up the back door, looks out, and sees his perfectly nice bike sitting right in front of him. And he's like, what's going on? I was like, dude, it's just a joke. You're like, Okay.
You can't mess with someone like that, dude. My vehicles are an extension of me.
I think telling stories about each other might come off as an addiction.
It is. I'm narcissistic
I'm a
for sure.
full-blown addict.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I mean, you hurt people's feelings. That's the bad stuff from it, Well, I mean, maybe not. Depends on the story.
I don't care about feelings. I mean,
Oh,
I've met
should
you,
we
buddy.
tell the story about how you hurt your butt down in West Virginia?
Oh, you can tell it.
oh, this
know
is
the
a
Speaking
good
of
one,
telling
too.
stories, I'm not
Talking-
even sure if CJ knows this story.
Talking about addictions, I do know where you went, and we
Oh,
do
well.
know a guy who might have an addiction to these clubs.
Yeah, you do know a guy that got dragged there against his will, just so you know.
Oh, well, let's hear about it.
So Kent decided one year that he was going to come down to West Virginia, where he used to live, and for his birthday, and he brought his buddy with him. And I had kind of a whole night planned out. We were going to go to the casino. We were going to go to the strip club. We were going to get some drinks at this bar. We were going to do this and just have a grand old time. And we did that. We went to a bar. We went to the casino. And right in the parking lot of the casino, coincidentally, is the strip club. Now, this strip club isn't necessarily the greatest thing in the world.
He might have left out that this was the third one we went to that was, because the first two were closed.
Yeah. The first two were closed.
Wow.
One had been closed down completely, and I think the other one was just
That's not a good
not
sign.
open that yeah, so we went to this other one,
We went
and
to the D
we
Squad.
walk in there, and just immediately our aura is off. Like, we know that, like, this is not a place that we belong or whatever, but we still continued on. And his buddy wanted to get him a dance. And I said, yeah, dude, I'll, chip in. Let's get a nice dance for him and whatever. Let him have a good time. And so his buddy walks over to the counter and asks some questions. And then he comes back all happy.
That's where it all goes wrong.
Drew, I need to talk to you right now. So he pulls me over to the side and up to the counter, and he goes, tell him what you told me. And she goes, well, normally it's $20 for a dance for, a song or whatever. And, but we're having a special where you can actually do two at the same time. And we're like, okay, how much is that? And they went, $40. So I don't understand how that was a special, but whatever.
Stripper math.
And he goes, oh, this is going to be such a good birthday present for him. He's going to fucking love it. And the lady perks up. She goes, did I hear it's his birthday? And we go, yep, it's his birthday. She goes, don't worry. We'll take care of him, honey. Then there was this, so we pay the lady and everything's getting processed or whatever. And then I go back into the area and this one lady comes over to me and starts asking me some of the questions, and I was like, oh yeah, we're buying a dance for my brother, it's his birthday. And she goes, oh, it's his birthday. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, they're gonna beat the fuck out of him. I was like, what?
I'm just
She's
having a
like,
beer,
yeah, they're
trying
gonna
to mind
take
my
him up on
business.
stage, they're gonna beat the shit out of him.
Dude.
And I call his buddy over. I was like, they're gonna beat the shit out of him. He's not gonna know what to do.
Dude, I would hurt somebody.
So they pull Ken up on stage, and these two girls, Crystal and Peaches.
Oh, yeah, that is the
Peaches.
names. Those are...
That is the names. Crystal.
Oh, I promise you there was nothing Crystal or Peaches about either one of these girls.
Is it Crystal or Crystal?
Crystal, that's how she said it. I made these girls look good.
Wow. So we're talking about bent stripper poles.
I said we were at the D Squad Club.
So they grab this chair and pull it up on stage, and then pull him up on stage.
Oh God.
And they start dancing around him, giving him a lap dance. I don't even remember what the song was. It had to be something funny because we were laughing our asses off, knowing that Kent's going to get the shit beat out of him and he doesn't know about it.
I want you to know that I have no idea what was playing.
I don't even...
None.
You blanked it all.
Gone.
Gone.
So the one girl decides that she is going to mount Kent.
Like a fucking monkey.
and puts her
Like on the
no-no's
back.
face in it. One did that.
To the back.
One got his front of his head, and one got the back of his head. And they were like scissoring on his head.
Well,
I gotta give it to these girls. They shouldn't have been able to do that. But they
bro, that's pretty cool.
Hey, it was all
So-
good up to this point.
did. So then it takes a hard left turn. One of them grabs him and throws him down on the ground out of the chair.
Oh,
Has him
Kneel,
stand up
like
on his
pony
knees.
kneel.
Yeah, and then one of them asks one of the audience members for a belt,
I would have
and
left.
one of the audience members agrees, gives him his belt, and one of them takes and just starts smacking his ass again and again and again and again, while the other one is like
Wait.
grinding the back of his head.
Wait,
Did you?
real
hang on,
question.
huh?
Oh,
Okay, you go.
Was he hard?
That's a question for him.
Not a bit.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have been either, but that's good.
How many flinches did you see when I got beat, Drew?
None until the very end.
She clipped me on the side.
Oh,
Not on the ass, like on the side of the leg.
you took it like a champ.
I had a bruise that big on the side of my leg, like face size.
Then at this time, one of those strippers grabs her high heel, grabs into the back of his pants, trying to find his underwear.
I got a lot of skin.
And his buddy from the crowd goes, "He's not wearing any. He's not wearing any." So the stripper winds up finding his underwear.
Oh no, she reached down to me and she whispered, she's like, "You wearing underwear?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Grabs his underwear, kind of gives him a small wedgie, takes her high heel, jams it into the waistband of his underwear, ripping it to shreds.
And then super
Pulls
wedgied
it out
him.
and then pulls it out completely
Who
after it
wants
rips.
this? Why did you take that?
The people that paid $40 for this.
Dude,
And
I would have
then-
left. I would have.
And then
Oh.
and then one of the girls gets on his back and rides him around the stage like a pony.
Did you enjoy it? Why did you play along?
We could see his face this entire time, and his buddy and I look at each other like, man, Ken's gonna be fucking pissed when he comes out of here. So Ken hops off the stage and immediately looks at us and like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, amen.
Oh, the girls clapped for me because I was good. I was a good soldier. I played along.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't enough.
We get all the way back to my car.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
We get back out to his car. I am ripping them new ones, right? And then I just stop talking. Drew gets stuff out of his trunk. I grab what's left of my underwear, fucking rip them out, because there was only like a shred left.
Yeah.
Took them, bitch slapped him with the underwear, and threw him in his trunk.
That's what you get.
That's what you get.
Fucking get.
He looks at me and goes,
Those-
those were my favorite pair of underwear.
They were red and they were new. Okay.
I wore them specifically for my birthday.
They
And
were
now they're
birthday
pink.
undies.
Now they're red.
No, it is birthday undies. Drew, out of all the undies, why the birthday undies?
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Anyway, that was the third time I've been to a strip club, and I have no intention of having a fourth.
No, I don't. I don't blame you.
I'm sorry.
After, dude,
First
after
time was for Super Bowl.
I would have burnt the whole house down. Some poor lady would have got hit. Yeah, there's no way. I don't care how much you paid to try to do that. I'm not willingly doing that.
Oh, believe me, I held it against him for a long time.
Oh, I don't blame you, dude.
Oh no! Don't even let him lie about this. He knew exactly what he was getting when he chose this strip club. Because when we walked out, his girlfriend's like, "I knew what was gonna happen." Drew fucking knew.
So that's not technically a false story. I guess.
That's what do you mean? It's
my
not
girl-
technically. So it's not. It's true. It's
I-
technically not
I-
false.
I kind of knew about it, but I didn't know that it was going to be that. Okay. So my girlfriend has a stepbrother, and her stepbrother is a little older than she is. And I guess for one of his birthdays, they took him to that exact same club and did the exact same thing to him. And I just didn't put two and two together.
That's Drew for you, dude. Drew's the worst at not connecting some. Like I said, he loves the stars, but he can't connect dots.
I like
No
that
constellations for him.
Mm-hmm. So, because like he was always the dude that, no matter what was going on, he would always invite the people having beef with each other to the same parties, and forget that they hate each other.
He didn't care.
Maybe
They were there
that-
for
maybe
him,
that.
and he was there for them. Didn't matter if there was beef. They could go to separate sides of the room.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they didn't. They didn't.
No, well,
Yeah,
obviously.
they didn't. I had good intentions. Didn't turn out that way, but
Oh, it was bad.
I don't know. I like you. Might as well come to a party. Why not?
Get
Why
drunk,
not?
have fun together.
Yes,
Kill each other,
everybody
whatever.
drink and get riled up.
Yeah.
Nothing bad will happen.
Maybe that was why I did it. Maybe I wanted to see a fight.
Oh, you guys need to get Goku on here. He'd be just the right person for your squad.
Who?
Goku. I don't know his actual name.
Grafton.
Oh, Grafton.
Oh, he'd be perfect for you guys.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He was my anchor when I was out getting drunk, man. I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. Take me.
Guided him everywhere.
Well, I think that's all we have, huh?
I believe so.
Anyone else got anything to say on addiction or strippers or a story?
Addiction bad?
Fresh
Addiction
out this week.
Depends on the addiction.
What was that, Kat?
Addiction good, addiction bad, depends on the addiction.
Yeah, I think when it comes down to it, is don't stress it too hard. Understand that it is a bad thing, so don't overdo it. You know, I don't think sitting there stressing over the fact that you might have a couple cigarettes a day, like whatever. But don't be smoking like 30 packs either. You got to find a balance where you can release and still get everything in your life done.
Well said.
Everyone's addicted to something, man. Sugar to heroin. You're addicted to something.
Oh, sugar. We should have gotten into sugar.
Oh, the sugar, man. The sugar.
Hand jobs to gambling.
Hand jobs to gambling. Both shake dice.
Damn.
Well, on that note,
I got a plug.
yeah, you want to plug our crap?
Absolutely. Yet again, I'm not Sparky, so let's take a whack at this. We are on Facebook at thelunchtable.pbj. We also have a lunch table group in case you want to join there. More than welcome, more the merrier. We're also on Twitter at PA Lunch Table, Instagram at Reynolds Lunch Table, TikTok at the Lunch Table PBJ, and we have an email set up, reynoldslunchtable@gmail.com. If you want to send us some cool stories, some cool news articles you find, you just want to send us a gif of a piano playing cat. I know I said that wrong.
A piano playing cat?
Twitch
No,
out
dude,
cat.
I want that. Actually, I would like
We
that.
also- We also have a Patreon set up if you want to get more involved. Let us know, get in touch, and we will gladly help you along that way. We depend on you just as much as you depend on us, so we need you.
Amen. Amen. And a big thanks to Kent for being our special guest, coming in, doing this. He's amazing, beautiful, talented, smart.
Oh my god. I need to talk to you more often.
Oh, I know, dude. You should come on here more often.
Yeah?
I like your
I
viewpoints.
don't know, it's not very fun here, right?
No, it's not, but that's why you need to be here.
Oh, okay.
You like places that aren't very fun.
You're right.
You know, that's how we grew up, is not very fun, so we got in trouble.
How else are you going to get out of the house?
I mean, you ever want more stories about Drew, I got them for days.
Oh, amen. Well, and brother rivalries. I got to get my brother on here, and we can have brother versus brother.
So, like, you two versus us two, or us versus you guys?
Well, whoever's
Trivia
stories.
game.
Yeah. Whoever stories.
Like a trivia game.
Oh, dude, a trivia game? That'd be hilarious. See which brothers know each other the best. What if we get the other Loutzenhiser?
What? Is there another one?
Lance. I know, but like, I want to see if I could get him to do anything besides Transformers and Pepsi.
You forgot the Cheez-Its, buddy.
Oh, damn, he upgraded. Cheez-Its.
Peanut butter M&Ms.
Well, Drew, you love your peanut butter M&Ms.
Maybe another time we'll bring Lance on.
But, all right. Thanks for stopping. It's never that much fun here. We'll see you next week. Peace.
See ya.